Elimination Chamber. You're bringing down the ratings. That was terrible. Welcome to the Legend Reacts. I have been so out of wrestling, but the Legend is back. He's not going anywhere. He's here for the people because you have to bring the ratings up. And that's why Roman Reigns is going for the World Championship. And that's why now Randy Orton is going for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Terrible, man. This PLE was trash. First of all, Chicago, if you went, what happened? Was it cold? Like, did y'all have a long pre-show? I don't even know if there was a pre-show for this. What happened? Because y'all were so dead, even when CM Punk came out and AJ Lee, I don't know if this was just the wrong time of the year. I think it's cold up there. I don't know. But that was trash. That was very trash. Let's start with the women's match. The women's match. Very, very slow, boring. Absolutely boring, bruh. Absolutely. Like, I don't know, man, because, like, I left when the first entrant came out. Came back 15 minutes has passed. I'm like, 15-minute show? I'm thinking the match is starting. They're still going with the entrances. Oh, my God, Lee, what is going on? But, I don't know. Usually the women, they deliver. But I think it's the fact that they changed the Elimination Chamber itself. It's just too safe. Like, they keep hyping it up like it's this dangerous thing like it used to be with the glass and the hard steel, nothing but steel. It's not like that anymore. It's not like that. So we're not entertained. We know they're not going to seriously get hurt. I mean, we know a couple people had some bloody mouths, but that's about it. A couple scars on your back. But the Elimination Chamber used to be like, I don't want to step in there. But if I have to, because I'm going to face my opponent at WrestleMania and get my opportunity and win that title, I'm going to do it. Not the same vibe anymore. It's just a bunch of plexiglass or whatever, plastic glass. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter anymore. So, for the women's match, Rhea Ripley won. Of course she did. This was the most predictable PLE I've ever seen in my life. The Legend has ever seen. The ratings were horrible. The crowd wasn't there. These wrestlers, they wrestle like they haven't wrestled before. Now listen, the Legend is not a wrestler. Well, technically I am. Not a professional one. But I think the problem is so much time off on the road. I understand they're trying to be kind of like the NFL and NBA and they're taking time off, having the off season, that kind of vibe, and they're all sportsy for ESPN. Congrats on the ESPN deal. Congrats. And Netflix and all this. But at the end of the day, the longer they're out of the ring and they're not trained, like wrestling is something you have to stay in shape for. Because the moment you decide to step away from the ring, bro, it's going to be so hard to get back in. That's why folks like The Undertaker, who used to wrestle every WrestleMania, it got harder because he wasn't training all year. That's why The Rock did so well, because he had a whole training camp months. He wasn't even training for a tag match at first. He was going to fight Roman Reigns, but it didn't happen. It was Cody Rhodes. Another story. His story. That story's over. Happened twice. He won the title twice. That's another story. You know what I'm saying? But just you had the Undertaker. He would wrestle that one time, and it was so hard for him to do. If you are you even seen it with John Cena's farewell tour. The longer he was doing his, now you've seen his matches over the years while it was winding down, which made John Cena say, "I need to hang up my boots." That farewell tour, he was progressively getting better, like he never left. Why? Because he was consistently in the ring, consistently training. That's it. That's the magic sauce. So you have somebody like Rhea Ripley and these wrestlers that don't wrestle every single day of the year. That's it. They're barely on the shows. When they're on the shows, they just cut promos and say they respect and love each other. Oh, we're sick of it. The Legend's sick of it. Do something else. So that was a women's match. You know, I predicted that one, of course. Now the box, this mystery box that they teased for how many weeks, turns out to be Dan. Turns out to be Dan. Really, Dan. Dan from AEW. No pop. No pop, man. Nobody cared. Like, I don't understand why you couldn't just have him enter like an open challenge. We're thinking we're gonna get a legend. We're thinking we're gonna get some. This dude came out. It was a coffin. Like we thinking the Undertaker, Kane, somebody, the Fiend, Reborn. No, we get Dan. We get a clown. It's just terrible, trash. And next, after that, let's go on to AJ Lee versus Becky. The crowd was dead. They weren't hot for AJ Lee. I don't know what was going on. It had to be cold or something. Like Chicago was having a bad day. Okay, now I will say it was great with CM Punk's entrance, and we'll get into that. But it was trash. It was mediocre. Of course, Becky lost, and it seems like everybody who wins a title in WWE, they are holding it for the next person to get put over. That's not what the championship used to be. You had to be good enough to take the title, and you had to be good enough to hold the title. Ever since Roman Reigns lost, now it's you see the undisputed title. That's about to play hot potato when Randy Orton beats Drew. You see the World Heavyweight Championship is going to play hot potato because Roman Reigns about to take it. In the Continental Championship, AJ Lee's going to hold it until somebody like Paige is coming back, and then let's pass it over to her. It's trash. It really is. I'm happy AJ won. But it's her first singles match back, and she won it because it's Chicago. Not saying she don't deserve it. Love AJ. Even had a dream I was dating her. It was weird. I'm not gonna go into that. But somebody edit that out. But these fans behind me, they weren't like that in Chicago. They weren't. Even Roman Reigns, he made a tweet. He made a tweet after CM Punk's match, which we're gonna get into now. CM Punk comes out with a Chicago Bulls entrance, takes his time to the ring. Finn Balor, he's not the demon. And Finn Balor just loses to Punk. I knew Finn Balor was going to lose, but you could at least had the Judgment Day get involved, and then Finn Balor loses, and CM Punk leaves with the title, which I knew wasn't going to happen because AJ Lee was going to come out there and do what she did and celebrate with them so they both can go home as champions, of course. Predictable. Predictable. But you had Finn Balor just lose, not because of the Judgment Day, not because he second guessed. I don't even remember how he lost. He just lost. It's like, what are we doing? What was the point of even bringing Finn Balor, who was just chilling with the Judgment Day, bring him all the way out here just to get embarrassed, just lose in Chicago? That wasn't even a hot crowd. And then, like I said, Roman Reigns put out a tweet saying, "Hey, I don't know who's looked more tired, crowd or the champion. I don't know either because I was sitting there watching it. They're horrible. CM Punk is old. He's a shell of what he used to be. I love CM Punk, but this guy is PG, watered down, and I have nothing wrong with that. But when you're being PG like me, you gotta be more creative with it. You gotta turn heel or something. You gotta entertain these people. You can't keep playing this nice guy. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to talk about? Enough. Like Cody says, enough. Golly. So yeah, Roman was right. And it just seems like he's just gonna keep trashing this company too. And I even seen a Complex put out a tweet. Roman needs to be back at the top, baby. He needs to be back. It's clear. This is exactly how we all felt in 2021 before Roman Reigns came back. This is how we felt. Titles just getting flip-flopped. You didn't know who was champion. You didn't care. Storylines didn't matter. Nothing mattered. But now we are going up the mountain in a great direction. Right? Because you have Randy Orton, who's going to be undisputed champion, and you got Roman Reigns as the world champion. Those are two top guys, and they need to be champion for the next 4 years, bruh. Don't complain. Oh, no, that's too long. You have to tell it. Okay, then people need to step up and be better. Because once Roman lost his title, who stepped up to Cody? Now that Cody was, the champion, okay, now everybody has a chance to be champion. The only person who took it was John Cena and then obviously Drew McIntyre. But all those people cried about, oh, Roman's burying people. Sammy should have been champion. He didn't even get the title. Jay should be champion. He got the world title. LA Knight's supposed to be he lost tonight. And this is where we transition into the men's Elimination Chamber match. Now, my thoughts was either Cody or Randy Orton. Other guys, Javon Evans wasn't ready. Trick, he's not ready. They just got here. You know what I'm saying? I like that Seth Rollins came back. I knew it was him. I could see his movements, his hand movements, everything. I'm like, and he attacked the YouTuber. That was good. That was good. His ratings are up. YouTube ratings are down. The YouTuber. Uh, hopefully all this Masked Man stuff is over. But that means Seth Rollins is building a new vision. Hopefully they don't get injured like the old vision. Paul Heyman is looking real bad. I don't even know what to say. And hopefully nobody else in the old vision gets injured because that is just crazy. It's trash. But like I said, Cody didn't win. Randy Orton won. That would have been cool if Randy Orton turned on Cody Rhodes to get there. But it's all good. At least it's Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. That can sell some tickets. Something. But man, that was a hard watch, y'all. Y'all, let me know. Did you like the show? Because Dalehjun did not. They got to try a little harder. Randy Orton, if Randy Orton didn't win, I probably wouldn't even be making this video, but I had that hope. I didn't want to come up here every week complaining. You know, I didn't want to do that. But I'm only up here because I see the potential. It's like Gordon Ramsay, you know? You know, when he's yelling at you, that means he's passionate and he's disappointed in you, but he knows there's something in you. He believes in you still. When he's quiet, not talking, he's giving up on you. And now I've been slowly giving up on WWE, but I'm not gonna stop. The legend's not gonna stop. So you already know. Like, comment, share. You already know. And enjoy the show.